What's up, guys? I'm BTC. We got some official information about Baptiste's abilities, and is there a possibility of a double hero release? The release schedule for Baptiste has been really weird, and some people think that there might be more to it. I'll talk about that in a little bit, but first, I want to get through all of the new information that we just got about Baptiste's abilities and his attack. So this information comes from the official Polish Overwatch channel. You know it's their official one, it's got the little verified check and all that sort of stuff. So one of the people that is running that channel was responding to questions in the comment section and giving a little bit more information about the character and the abilities. So I'm going to run through it. Keep in mind, these have been auto-translated, so there's probably going to be some errors here and there, but for the most part, we can understand what they're trying to say. The first question had to do with, is Baptiste going to be too close, too similar to Soldier 76 in terms of attack? Because the weapon kind of looked like it. And the answer was, no, there's nothing to be afraid of. Baptiste has definitely a different arsenal than Soldier 76. It's quite unique to play. Now, we've also noticed that the weapon that he has two different triggers on it. So one of them is almost certainly going to be his attack, and then the second trigger is probably going to fire off whatever those bio-nades are that are in the cylinder that's attached to the weapon. So the next question asked if he's going to be able to actually throw out med packs around the map. And he said, no, he's not going to give first aid kits, but he heals quite severely. So there's a couple different translations of this. Basically, he's going to have a massive amount of healing. So he's probably going to be on the same level as an Ana or a Moira in terms of total healing output. The next question was, what kind of a character is he? Is he more of a soldier or is he more of a medic? And the answer was that he's definitely a physician. You know, he's a healer, he's a doctor. And that he's going to provide fire support and increase the potential of your team, and more information coming soon. Now, I would imagine that his DPS has got to be lower than all of the damage category, and probably lower than Zenyatta. Given that he has a massive amount of healing, then he can't be doing a lot of damage at the same time. That would just be too strong. So the next question was, and I'm actually going to give you this one. It says, with his weapon, I conclude that the bio-nade launcher almost simultaneously dealing damage and treatment. So it's going to be, is it going to be kind of the same as what the bio-nade that Ana has? And he responds by just saying there's something to it. So it seems like it's going to be a dual purpose, where those little bio-nade things that are in the cylinder are going to be able to deal damage and heal at the same time. Now, is it going to be AoE? Is it going to be a large area? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But, I mean, if it's a large AoE heal, that's probably going to be really good for goats. So, the next question was, you know, what does his weapon do? And does it deal damage or does it heal? And the response was just, well, there can always be 2 in 1, which is basically going back to the double trigger thing where one is the attack and the other is the healing. And then another one was asking about how much damage he does, and is it the large splash damage? Does it deal damage over time? That sort of deal. And the response was just that it's an interesting theory. There's a grain of truth, and that we'll soon find out if you were on the right track. So it does seem to be the case that he's going to have some sort of splash AoE healing that also deals damage. So I would imagine it's going to be something similar to Ana's bio-nade. Now, it may or may not have the anti-effect to it, but that kind of seemed like it's what it's going to be. But because it's in that cylinder, because there's a whole bunch of them, but it's not going to be like Ana where you can only throw one every once in a while, this is his main attack, and he's going to be able to launch them at a constant basis. So we'll probably find out more about this later. We haven't gotten a dev update in a very long time. I expect that we're probably going to see that. Jeff Kaplan will explain what the character is, we'll get the trailer at the same time, and then probably about that time, it'll also get put on a PTR. When is that going to happen? I would expect probably today. I mean, they gave us the Origin trailer yesterday, so I would assume that it's going to be today. If not today, then almost certainly tomorrow. But that does lead into the next thing, because the entire release schedule for Baptiste is just weird. They dropped a single teaser, then we had the Paris teaser, which we thought might have been connected, but it seems like it wasn't, and then they just dropped the Origin trailer right after that. So the way that they're releasing this character is just really, really weird, and Blizzard has said, like some of the devs have said in interviews, that they're working on a bunch of characters, and that, I don't know, a lot of people seem to think that there's a possibility of a dual release. Like, we might get another Origins trailer or some more teasers that kind of drop some hints on another character, and then Blizzard just adds both of them to the game at the same time. I think that would be nice. I'm not really sure if it's gonna happen, though. I have a very hard time seeing Blizzard releasing two characters at once. I'm not saying it's impossible, I just find it very, very unlikely because they work really, really slow when it comes to releasing new content, and I just find it really unlikely that they're going to release two heroes at once. So that's all the information that we got so far. What do you think about the characters so far? Let me know down below. Thanks for watching, and if you'd like to see more, subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss anything. Also, come hang out in my Discord server and my Twitch live stream. Special thanks to my Patreon supporters. If you'd like to see what kind of cool VIP rewards you can get, check the links down below. And remember, always, always blame the controller, because it's never your fault.